Hi, this video is for Leo. I promised I would get this done today, so unfortunately I'm out here with my daughter. She's getting her hair done, so since I can hear my grandmother everywhere, I figured now's a better time than any. So, Leo, you have been the sign that has been chosen for my reading today as an extra bonus because it is your birthday month. So, happy birthday to all the Leos, whether it was a little previous or if it's coming up soon. I wish you all the very best and the very happiest of birthdays, and I hope that you all get your wish to come true when you blow out your candles. Leo, just know that the energies that my grandmother was picking up today for you is that I know you guys have been through an awful lot in the recent past. I know that you guys have faced so many different challenges along the way. I know that some of you for years have been fighting the same battles, maybe the same addictions, maybe the same lover. A lot of you too have been stuck feeling like you're in a dead-end job where you're counting the years, how much to retire, how soon you can retire. Financially, you'd love to be able to, but now you're contemplating that maybe you won't have enough money. You might have to even work past your retirement date for some of you. There are some of you Leos who are currently changing jobs or unemployed. For those that are unemployed, please know that there is job offers coming to you if you are actively searching. That is for the ones that are actively searching, that I do feel that you will get a response within 2. And that's either going to be 2 business days or 2 weeks from now. For those of you who are in a current job looking to either promote within or looking to change your career altogether, I feel that is very positive and very strong. I do feel there is a lot of different activity around Leos right now with a lot of people trying to make the decision on whether to get married or whether not to get married. It seems that some of your partners, is holding back a little bit or getting a little bit of cold feet, which is normal. So don't let that panic you. There is some things that need to be discussed. There are some plans that they need to go over with you. And some of you have partners who feel like the menu or the venue is too big. They want to cut down on the amount of people that are coming. So if that's going to work and that's going to create balance and harmony, you got to start now. You got to agree to disagree on some things and find a halfway point for each other so that you can continue with this marriage and keep it going strong. You know, there is no more selfishness. There is no more I. It is now we and us. So for those of you Leos who are getting ready to get married, please just take a deep breath and take it all in and just enjoy the ride, because it is going to be beautiful, but it will go by very quickly. The day takes months and months and months and sometimes a year to plan, but please know that it will go by in a flash. That day, that wedding day, will go by in a flash. And then all you'll have is a video, hopefully, and remembering of it. Sorry. Your memory. I was trying to say remembering and memory at the same time. Your memory will be so overwhelmed. It will bring such happiness to you. And try to make sure that every anniversary you watch that video so that you can remember just how in love you were from the time that you decided to get married until the time that you did it. Now, for some of you Leos out there who have been struggling in a relationship terribly, who have been heartbroken over a situation because your partner walked away, left without any reason, things were going very well, and you don't understand why they just picked up and they left. A lot of you had to turn your back on someone as well. Same kind of situation, but the reason that you turned your back on someone is because they chose to no longer put in the effort in your relationship. They chose to be with someone else. They chose to step outside of the relationship, break that commitment that you've had, and be with another person. Your partner was being and acting in a very selfish manner at that time. Please know that regrets will come to that partner. They will speak of this to you. They will bring this to your attention, and then you will have that conversation and consider whether or not you want to reinstate this relationship, whether you want to continue where you left off, or whether you feel the need that you need to start all over again from square one. That is an independent decision based on each individual couple. A lot of you had lost someone had passed away, and I'm sorry for your loss. A lot of Leos had went through hardship, losing a family member who they loved very dearly. This family member, you did everything that you could to inspire and encourage them in a certain situation. But unfortunately, the power of their struggle was much too strong for them to handle. So a lot of them left and went to the other side. Although you're mourning that, although you're trying to get past the grief, although you're trying to still understand why it had to happen to your family member, why did they have to go at such a young age, or maybe it was your partner, maybe it wasn't a family member, maybe it was your husband, maybe it was your boyfriend, maybe it was your girlfriend, maybe it was a mother or a father or your favorite aunt, or a little cousin even. But no death seems to make sense, no matter who it is, as long as they were loved. We don't want to ever let go of things or people that we love, which is why when you're in a relationship and you break up, you go through the same stages of death, of grieving and mourning for this person, the same way that you do with the relationship itself. A death can be a lot of different things. A birth can be a lot of different things. A death can be somebody who, literally stops breathing and moves on to the other side. And then on top of that, excuse me 1 second, I have a visitor. So on top of that, a death can also be, as I said, the ending of a relationship, something coming to an end. It could be the end of a cycle. It could be the end of a romance. It could be the end of a job, a career. It could be end of a lottery streak winning. It could be, end of end of a luck streak. You know what I mean? Anything can be an end. So please know that. And then as far as a birth goes, a lot of times in tarot, you'll see a lot of cards that show the birth card. And a birth could be a baby. A birth could be a new beginning, a reconciliation, somebody repairing a situation, a relationship, buying a new home. Anything that is a fresh start and new is where birth can come in. And for Leos, I feel like there are births and there are deaths. And that means there are always endings and beginnings. And that works hand in hand, the same with a birth and a death. So please be aware of that. And again, I am sorry for anybody who has lost someone recently and is struggling through that and wondering how to get through. Please know that there are many different equations. There are many different scenarios out there. Everybody's life is different. Even though you hear the same things, Leo, you hear about third parties, you hear about people breaking up, you hear about someone wanting to come back, you hear about people wanting their spouse to come back, and then you hear about other people that, are glad that it's over. You hear about the tower moments. You hear about all the different things that happen. Right now, as Leo, as we're going through this blood moon phase, this is really a lucky time for you to get a reading, because it's telling me that there are a lot of toxic things that you were dealing with, and that are now going to be expelled, expunged from your life. You don't have to worry about them anymore. The universe is going to help to push them when you weren't able to do it yourself. You were so weak at the time, meaning emotionally weak, because one part of you knew you needed to be away from this person. You knew they were toxic. You knew they made you sad. You knew they didn't benefit your life in any way, shape, or form. But the thought of being alone and scared and afraid and, not having another partner, that part scared you. You felt like, you were halfway there getting married. You felt like, your relationship's already 2 or 3 years in, or at least 1.5 years or 1 year in, and you really believed that this was going to work, that you didn't have to date no more, you didn't have to find anybody else. And then boom, literally boom, the tower hit. The eclipse came, the blood moon, and changes are now happening. So it's similar to a roller coaster ride. I'm going to tell you to fasten your seatbelt. Please fasten your seatbelts for safety, because you are going to be on a journey. You are going to take a ride. You are going to learn what a roller coaster really is, because as you go through this, you're going to find out and see things that you didn't know about. You're going to get clarity on situations that you weren't aware of. You're going to find out who that third party was. You're going to find out why they left for you for that person. Why? You're going to think, okay, so what, I wasn't good enough? So you chose that person? No, don't blame yourself. It's never about you when your partner cheats. It's about them and them being insecure. So be aware of that, okay? So for now, I just wanted to make sure that Leos are aware that you have new beginnings coming. New offers are coming in. That is coming within, I'm going to say, within 5 to 10 days for a lot of Leos. Once this, I'm going to say, once we get to the 31st of July is when all this stuff will be, handled well. The eclipse, the blood moon, getting everything off on a good start, getting everything in order and lined up. And then once all that happens, that's when everything gets cleared out. That's it's like having a really bad tornado or hurricane, and the wind just blows everything, kind of like that movie where all the cows and stuff were flying around, Twister or whatever. And it's similar to that. And then everything's just calm. All of a sudden, the air is very still. All of a sudden, the birds are back out singing. All of a sudden, the sun is shining. And all of a sudden, your heart is beating again. So please know, all the blessings are coming your way, and things are going to get so much better for you, Leo. I'm so glad I got to pick your sign to do this for. And I really, really hope and pray that all your dreams and all your wishes, especially for your birthday, come true. So, this is Helen and Grandmom from H&G Spirit Messages. If you'd like a reading with me, you know my email address is alonzasgrl@aol.com. If you are interested, please go to my H&G Spirit Messages YouTube page, look in the About section, and get the information that you need in order to contact me. Leos, I just want you to know that this is my pleasure to do this bonus for you, and this reading for you during this blood moon, which is coming very soon. I am currently in New Jersey, and it's 5:51 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have had the pleasure of seeing live on a telephone of Europe and a couple other places where the blood moon actually was visible. And the color of it was amazing. The energy that I got from just watching it, even on the telephone, was totally appreciated and respected. And I definitely respect Mother Nature, the universe, and all the lessons that come with it, good or bad. As I said before, you can't appreciate the good things in life unless you have to go through the hard things. So just with that thought in mind, please know that I am always here for you, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Look for me later on for the live chat that we'll be doing so I can give away one more reading. We had Brandy Lee, who was my winner for the daytime, and now I'm going to pick an evening time because some people weren't home, some people were at work, and they weren't able to get there on my channel. So the way you win on that contest, all you have to do is make sure you like the video that I'm doing currently for the live, make sure you subscribe, and then put your comments in the chat section as it's rolling by. I'm going to close my eyes and pick one, the same way I did during the daytime. Watch the daytime video so you can see how I did it. So, I look forward to talking to you soon, and I can't wait to see the next winner.